black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with... Pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. But on 1st and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Coming this way, here we go,
These two, Jack 16.
Check.
Alert. Go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Black 20.
29 to Mike. Go, 99.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
These two.
Brings up third.
Easy. Hey, box drop. Hey, alert him.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
You can't block me.
Alert.
You can't block me.
Middle.
No.
Quarter.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4 at the 5-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
No spacing.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
All right, now. White 80.
Mike, 49. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Black and 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's He's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
50.
Check safety, check safety.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 53.
These two.
Check 53.
22, 44.
65.
Hey, Haywood.
65.
Lock it, son.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Lock, one time.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to run with Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 31.
Monday.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
For the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Alert. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That's another Steelers first down.
230.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Easy.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. These two.
Stay at home.
50. Hey, Charlie.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Wild Bill. Check.
24.
Check.
Hey, high 7.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Middle.
Let's go right here now. Check. 53.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Solid, 5 down. 8.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run here with Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go deep.
Jack 16.
Let's go deep tight.
Jack 16. Why they got?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense. What's this? And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
61, matchbox lights.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman. And some space. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And now spinning away. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Middle.
Watch the screen. Mike's 40.
Easy.
Mike's 49.
Why are they trying?
49's the Mike. Watch.
King.
Ready? Shoot.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
No spacing. Corner. 49. Echo. Alert.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
22, 44.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, wahoo!
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, defense, let's go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, tight. Here we go.
Watch the run. Good socks, baby. That's a baby sock.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Topper!
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Freeman again. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 59 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Roethlisberger going deep for Moncrief. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, tight.
From the gun, it's Allen. Hard throw, incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Brings up second and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Look, there's a flag.
Again, it's Connor. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Hey, here we go.
Double.
Twist.
Middle.
Twist.
50.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 52 yards.
Snickers. Next to him.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On third down, Connor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
You draw corporate.
From the 29, Allen. And the grab by Croft. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the twins.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Connor. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Set! Black 20!
Mark 49. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Sponge.
Easy. Trickstone, travel.
Check 13.
These 2. Double bump. Black is there!
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their... It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
No spacing.
Check. 53's Mike.
50.
53's Mike. Oh, yeah.
Five.
Here we go again.
Alert. Black.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Big stop.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Quarter. Hey.
Staying open.
24.
Now Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
49, guys.
You good?
49. I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Freeman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
They'll run here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Allen, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check 24, check 24.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Mike 55. You got nothing today.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.